Welcome into another video. This time we're going over the AFC North depth charts. I hope you enjoy. And we're going to talk about the AFC North Cincinnati Bengals. Now, the first thing that everybody talks about with the Cincinnati Bengals is going to be the combination between Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, the LSU Tiger combination. Well, let's look at the wide receivers here. Jamar Chase is the bona fide #1 wide receiver. He's probably the #2 or #3 pick in dynasty startup drafts. T. Higgins, great young fantasy wide receiver as well. He's still up there in the first round, late first round, early second round dynasty startups as well. Tyler Boyd and Trenton Irwin. But there's a couple rookies here. Andre Iosivas, however you say his name, and Charlie Jones. Charlie Jones is a wide receiver that I really do like in this offense. I think he can end up taking over that slot role from Tyler Boyd eventually by the end of the season. A little bit older rookie, but he played in Purdue, and I think he's going to be really, really good. So almost finished editing like main backs. Back to you, like, yo, appreciate it. And I think you already hit the like and that button too. I really appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Well, yeah, looking at the tight end position, they ended up moving on from Hayden Hurst. Now they end up getting Irv Smith Jr. in here. I think Irv Smith's going to have a breakout season as well. I think Burrow does look at his tight end. I think the problem that we have with Irv Smith, he just can't stay healthy. If he can stay healthy, I see a very good, productive season for Irv Smith, somebody that you can target later in your drafts and have an absolute steal. Joe Burrow's obviously the #1 quarterback here, has no opportunity for to lose that whatsoever. And in running backs, what are we going to do with Joe Mixon? As of right now, Joe Mixon is on the team. Will he stay on the team? Will they trade him? If not, what are we going to do in the backup? Travion Williams is rumored to be the guy to replace Joe Mixon if anything happened, but they did end up getting in later in the draft Chase Brown, a rookie running back that I actually really like as well. So moving on to the next AFC North team, we're going to talk about the Baltimore Ravens. Now, looking at the wide receiver position, Odell Beckham Jr. came over. I think he's going to be the #1 wide receiver in this offense, the main kind of target guy. Rashad Bateman, an first-round wide receiver, and Zay Flowers, the first-round wide receivers they got this year. And then Devin Duvernay, Nelson Aguilar, and James Proche. So they've got some more, or I'd say better type of weapons for Lamar Jackson now that he signed a new long-term deal. Mark Andrews, we already know he's there at the tight end position. And if we look at the running back position, if we can have the bill of certificate of health for J.K. Dobbins, I think this could be the year that he actually does something really good for fantasy teams, because he's got all the talent in the world. He's really good at what he does. Gus Edwards is the backup running back there as well. Good, decent running back, but I'm saying nothing to really shake a stick at. J.K. Dobbins is the one that I'm super excited for this offense, as long as he can stay healthy. Behind Mark Andrews, I do want to kind of quote out there that Isaiah Likely was the rookie tight end last year. It showed some promise. He showed some promise last year, so they got nice bookend tight ends there. They've got better passing options at the wide receiver position. A lot of good fantasy production that I can see. I think Zay Flowers is going to be one of those boomer bust type of wide receivers, though. I think he's going to be a deep threat for Lamar Jackson. He's going to let Lamar Jackson just kind of air the ball out. And we're going to have to see how that goes, but that would definitely the Baltimore Ravens. Let's move over to another AFC North team, and we're going to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers, nice wide receiver core here. Let's talk about Deontay Johnson, the #1, but the guy who's competing for him for target is going to be George Pickens. Pickens started making these spectacular catches. They ended up getting Allen Robinson as well. I think he's a little bit longer in the tooth. Not as exciting of a player as he used to be, but he's serviceable, right? He's serviceable if you have somebody in a late flex and you need a position somebody to throw in there. Yeah, wave those yellow towels around, man, because I think they can do something this year. I do have the confidence in the Pittsburgh Steelers that Kenny Pickett will make another stride. He will get a lot better. Now that Mitch Trubisky is the clear backup to Kenny Pickett, as long as he can keep developing with these guys, I think we're going to be solid here. Tight end, Pat Freiermuth, I really like him. They ended up getting a rookie in the draft, Darnell Washington. He ended up sliding just due to people being cautious that there was a knee injury there. So that could be a nice bookend tight end that Kenny Pickett has to deal with. It kind of hurt Pat Freiermuth's fantasy value, because I was super excited about Pat Freiermuth, but now that you added Darnell Washington, if he can stay healthy on the field, Darnell Washington, he's a towering tight end that can make some noise. So at the running back position, Najee Harris, he's their main bell cow running back here. But they do sprinkle in some Jalen Warren. So And Jalen Warren, he's very good. When he got the opportunity last season and he touched the ball and he was running, he was really effective with the football. So hopefully he doesn't take away too many targets away from Najee Harris. We're going to have to see how that works out. Steelers, Watt, scary good if he can stay healthy. Yeah, their defense is solid, man. They got one of the better defenses in the NFL for sure. For sure, I agree with that, man. Let's move over to the next AFC North team. Talk about the Cleveland Browns. Looking at the wide receiver position, Amari Cooper and Donovan Peoples-Jones and Elijah Moore. They ended up getting Elijah Moore over from the New York Jets. They ended up drafting a rookie wide receiver in Cedric Tillman. I think Cedric Tillman is a decent wide receiver coming over from the University of Tennessee. And a lot of times people might forget about David Bell. David Bell was a rookie last year, and I think he was a good wide receiver coming out. And I think he still has a good opportunity here. I think there's a big chance that Donovan Peoples-Jones gets beat out. He may not even be here next year. Cedric Tillman can probably beat Elijah Moore. So I see Amari Cooper as the 1 here, Cedric Tillman as the 2 here, Elijah Moore as the 3 here, and possibly even David Bell as the 4 here. I just think Donovan Peoples-Jones, he's a good wide receiver. I just think he's going to fall out of favor with this team, and he's going to end up being out of a job for the Browns starting next season. But at the tight end, somebody I'm super excited for, and that's going to be David Njoku. I think Njoku is going to show people what he can actually do this season. Finally, the off-the-field issues really affected them. Can they overcome that? See, we're gonna have to find out, man. We're gonna have to find out if they can overcome all these things. That's the biggest things, right? That's when teams are drafting people and stuff, they look at the character, right? They look at all the character for no matter what team you're talking about. And if when you start having off the field type of issues, are they gonna be able to say, okay, take that off the field, leave it off the field, and let's play some football? So we're gonna have to see what it does. But David Njoku, I'm super excited about him at tight end. Jordan Atkins, they ended up getting him over from Houston. He's a serviceable tight end, but there's really nobody that's going to compete with David Njoku for tight end touches, and that's why I'm super excited about him. Deshaun Watson now, he's got some more time under his belt. He came in at the end of last season after the suspension. He looked like he was away from football for a while. He just looked really, really bad. Didn't look like somebody he can really be fantasy liable or reliable. But I think that he's going to have a nice offseason now. Hopefully he's got a lot of that stuff behind him. He can really focus on football and be a good quarterback like he wants to be. So at the running back room here, they ended up getting rid of Kareem Hunt. Now Nick Chubb is the bona fide guy here. No more splitting carries with anybody. So Nick Chubb should probably be even better this year. And then if we're looking at a backup, we're looking at Jerome Ford kind of coming in on 3rd down and spelling Nick Chubb when he gets an opportunity. So, as always, thank you for watching the video as we continue to pop out weekly videos to help you best prepare for your fantasy football leagues and ultimately win a championship. I can't wait to see you guys on the next video. We'll see you guys next time.